Hello everyone, I'm Rec5.
And I am Sandman99.
Drowsy Sandman99.
Yes, I'm feeling real full and sleepy here because I had a big supper.
Well, welcome back everyone to Diablo. And last time, we went through level 13, I believe it was, and it was hard. And then off camera, I went and found this plate armor for sale in Griswold. And I bought it, and it boosted our armor class from about 120-ish to 160-ish.
Yeah, and actually the last couple of episodes of your progress through the dungeon has slowed considerably.
That's right.
Because it takes you over an hour just to go through one level.
It's been extremely difficult.
Yeah.
Making progress. It's been very, very hard.
So if this rate of progress continues, it could take 3 more episodes yet to finish this particular playthrough.
That it could. I'm actually gonna take this shield with me first. Because I think with this shield we can get up to 180 armor class. That's really what you need for killing knights.
Yeah.
That'll be really good for us.
Yeah, just watch, you're gonna encounter nothing but succubuses and wizards now.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I have decent resistance right now. If I encounter an all-magic level, I'll portal back and grab my other gear. Now I just need to remember where the downstairs were again. I think they're over here somewhere, but maybe on the other side of that wall. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is the one where it's like all symmetrical and shit, and it kind of wraps around, so you kind of got to go down this way, and then over to the left. And the thing's going to be over here. In a symmetrical room, I think it was. If I recall correctly. Oh, I don't recall correctly. Damn it. We're going to pause while I go and find the stairs down.
You're going to have to scroll the map around in order to find the stairs.
Well, I'll have to get the map back first, because I rejoined the game, so hold on. And we're back. And I'm totally retarded, because apparently the stairs down were right beside the stairs up, that are just over that way, right over here on the map. So
how did you not see that?
I don't know. For some reason, I thought it was on the left corner for some reason. I don't know why. But in any case, we're going to have to be very careful around here for the first enemies that we encounter. I still have the sword for now, but if I get an opportunity, I'm going to switch back to the flail if I have to stone curse things.
Because the fast attack is better.
Hey, look, it's the exact same entryway layout as the previous floor.
Wow.
And there's an item there, a potion of healing. Not that we can pick it up.
I gotta pawn some of this
stuff. You don't have enough room.
But I can kind of pull it out here.
Drag it along with you?
Well, I'll drag it out to somewhere where I can see it, so it's not behind the wall. And then, kind of inch my way over here. Oh my god, it's the exact same fucking layout as the top floor. That is so rare. Do you know how rare that is? Oh my god, it's actually like the same layout.
Well...
The exact same layout.
So is it going to have the exact same enemies, or...?
I hope not. No, I don't think so, because... okay, this is a good spot if I don't break those barrels, because, only 2 enemies can hit me here at once. Assuming I'm tough enough to take on 2 at once. But, no, the idea being, wow, I totally forgot what we were talking about already. I have a terrible attention span.
This level is exactly like the last level?
No, it can't be, because, lava maws can't spawn on this level, and I think black knights can't either.
No, but you were talking about how...
Yeah, the layout looks exactly the same, at least this starting area. Okay, we've got a mage.
Yeah, you got wizard guys.
But do we have... Okay, so I got 44% resist. I can at least walk out here and scout a little bit.
Wow.
What other enemies do we have? Drakes. Okay, so it's not a pure magic level. How can I fight a drake? Looks like they're not so tough. Oh shit, there's a lot of them.
Wow,
Okay, well we're gonna actually walk over to that corner. because it's a good place to be. And I'm going to equip that shield. Oh, it looks like this is even better. Only one can fight me from here. That extra armor we have is doing good work for us here right now. So I'll kill the drakes like this. I don't even have to stone curse these guys. They're not that threatening. But that means I can probably clear this level a lot faster. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to portal back anyways and drop a couple mana potions off and grab that resistance armor so that we can kill the mages more effectively. And we'll just switch armors back and forth like that. But it does look like this is going to be an easier level. Finally, we get a break.
I know I always shook my head and wondered if this game didn't just select enemies that were the best suited to go against you based on the equipment and stuff that you were carrying.
Nope.
It almost seemed to me sometimes like it could tell.
Nope.
There'd be one thing that I'd be weak against, and that one thing was the type of enemy that I would meet up with.
Yeah, you just run into a ton of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just random number generation. It's completely random as to what you encounter. I'm going to pick up that flail, too, because I think I can use it to kill mages more effectively. So I'll grab that, too. So I'll use 2 different sets of equipment for this level, basically. I'll just have to be careful and draw all of the drakes out of the area first. So we'll wear this gear setup to draw drakes. And we'll just kind of grab all the drakes that we can. And remember, enemies can't hit us while we walk sideways. With ranged attacks. And we'll pull all the drakes. I think there's only one there. But we'll pull them all down to that corner. Or in this case, I'll just pull this one guy behind the stairs here. And yeah, once I'm certain that the area is largely clear of drakes and other opposition, then I'll just go and kill the mages. There will be nothing they can do to stop me when I switch armors.
Yeah, don't see any other kind of enemy.
Yep, no other drakes. See, those damn charge bolts hurt, kind of.
Yeah, just because there's so many.
Well, it's also, like, not the lightest hitting spell either. But let's see how this works. Can I hit mages with the flail? Yep. This'll be easy. They can't hurt me and I can kill them. Staff of nothing. Staff of stupid.
They actually dropped a staff of nothing?
Yep, a staff of stupid.
Oh.
And a long warbow that I can't pick up.
Was it actually a staff of stupid?
Yeah, it doesn't have a spell on it, so if it doesn't...
really? Oh, okay, so it's just a regular...
Yeah, it's just a regular magic staff, but it doesn't have a spell. Where was that again? It's like a regular short staff.
Oh,
damage 2 to 4.
I didn't think that there was such a thing.
Yep.
I thought all the staffs did some kind of magic.
We might even have one sitting back in town.
Well.
Oh, I see a drake. Time to switch armors. Wonder if I could kill them with the flail. Yeah, it does an okay job. It's not as good as it is for killing mages, though. But we'll just draw more drakes. We get a whole bunch of them to follow us. Ouch.
Looks like it's still a bad idea to fight more than one at once.
Well, it's more that, that they have the ability to get past my chance to block, because when I switched to the higher armor class gear, although I get hit less, my dexterity went down slightly.
Oh.
That was part of the trade-off. You know, nothing's perfect, right? Just gonna kind of scout around the area looking for drakes.
There's another one chasing you right now.
Yep.
In hot pursuit.
It's okay. There's another one down there too, but they can come.
Yeah, actually, I'm starting to get things figured out in Baldur's Gate 3 now.
Good.
Yeah. The biggest thing is you have to never give your enemies a fair chance.
Well, of course not.
Basically, what I've discovered is that you have to approach every encounter with the ability to attack from ambush.
Yep.
You need a round of surprise with all of your characters in your party in order to like really have a chance. Because then you can all target the same target.
Yep.
And it seems like with the rule set they're using in that game too, like even just goblin grunts have like 8 or 10 hit points, and boss type enemies have like a stupid amount of hit points, right? So, you know, like you, and of course your characters individually can dish out a lot of damage too, but you need to be able to have everybody focus all of their attacks on the same enemy.
Yeah. Just in order to be able to take them down.
Well, you need to be able to destroy the bosses first.
Because they're the bad ones.
And that means that if you can sneak up and attack from ambush and get an effective attack in from everybody, then you can reduce a boss to almost zero in one round of attacks, right?
Yep.
But if you fail at that, then another thing that you need to do is basically take cover and get behind some kind of obstacle where enemies with bows or spells can't attack you. Because those enemies tend to be far more dangerous than the melee types.
Yeah, because the melee types can only hurt whoever they're next to.
Yeah. Well, and also, you know, like for example, they seem to have, you know, like you'll have, say, a gnoll or something that is armed with a bow, and they also have special abilities, like things like, you know, some sort of frenzy or rage or whatever. And what that does is it gives them extra attacks too. So this gnoll with a bow shoots at you and like gets to shoot like 3 or 4 times, right?
Yep.
And that damage can kind of add up pretty
Yeah,
quickly
that can
too.
be pretty lethal.
And also they have special arrows, like they've got fire arrows and poison arrows and acid arrows and, you know, that kind of stuff. And so it makes it even worse if one of those enemies is armed with one of those special arrow types.
Yeah.
So they can do you considerable harm. In fact, I would say archers are, if anything, more dangerous even than spellcasters are.
Genuinely. Well, I guess it's because of the multiple attacks on a single target can almost kill a single target, right?
Yeah, well, and the fact that they also are smart, like even on the default difficulty level, which is supposed to be, you know, I suppose, well, it's the default difficulty level.
Yeah.
They'll be smart about their attacks, like, you know how in those types of games, usually if you have multiple characters in a group, you want to focus as many of your attacks on a single enemy as possible until that enemy is dead.
Yeah, because a half-dead enemy can kill you just as easily as a completely dead enemy.
Yeah. Well, the enemies seem to have enough brains to know to do that too, right?
Yeah.
So what they'll do is they'll kill one of your characters like right away if 2 or 3 or 4 of them are able to focus all of their attacks on one character at once, right?
Yep.
So yeah, they're smart about their tactics, and they're also tough to kill, and they can really dish out high damage too. It's actually quite a difficult game. You expect to get killed a lot if you play that one.
Will do.
But, the reason I was thinking of that is because I'm looking at this game here, and the visual perspective is actually quite similar.
Oh, okay, the top-down type of thing you mean?
Yeah, I mean, you can, with the Baldur's Gate 3, you can zoom in and out. Well, it's not so... Yeah, you can rotate the camera horizontally, but the main thing that you can do is zoom in and out, so you could zoom out to see a larger area, but just at a smaller scale, right?
Yeah.
Or you can zoom in until you've got a similar view to what you get here when you zoom in close, right? And of course, that's a turn-based game, not a real-time thing like this, but still, I couldn't help but notice the similarities, right?
Well, actually, ironically enough, Diablo was originally intended to be a turn-based game.
Yeah.
Too, that's another interesting thing. It was late in development that they decided to make it real-time.
Yeah, well, you know what the trouble with real-time game is, though? Especially a game like Baldur's Gate, where you've got like 4 characters in a party, is that they would have to figure out a way to have all of those characters act simultaneously, right?
Yeah, or they'd just have to have the ability to pause the game, like, say, Dragon Age did. Right?
Yeah, but Dragon Age, though, was more of almost like a turn-based kind of a thing, too, right? You know, like when you went into a tactical mode, well, then basically it was almost like a stop-action kind of a thing. And you would tell the character to do something, and that character would keep performing that action
until you told him to do something else.
Until you told him to do something else, right? And I suppose with Baldur's Gate 3, if they were going to make that a sort of like almost a real-time game, then you probably would have had to have done something like that too, right?
Yep.
But I don't think that the D&D rules lend themselves well to that kind of thing.
No, probably not.
Which is probably why they made it a turn-based game, right? And
well, and D&D itself really is turn-based,
yeah,
right?
it
So
always
if you
has. It always has been, and that's what I mean, though. Why I said that the rules of the game don't seem to lend themselves well to a real-time type thing, right?
Yeah.
You know, whereas in this game here, you're the lone thug wandering around by yourself, right? So the computer doesn't have to keep track of a bunch of extra actions by a bunch of other NPCs that are with you, right?
Yeah, it's a lot easier to make a real-time thing for a single actor than it is for
yeah, I guess that's what
multiple.
that's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Yep. No, I understand what you're saying. Okay, are we gonna get more drakes? The drakes make this slow, right?
Well, there's at least 1 or 2 there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get as many of them to follow me as I can. And then we'll walk them back to that area near the start and kill them there.
But anyway, I figured out the winning formula, and the winning formula is you have to have a rogue in your party, whether it's your own character or Astarion, like the NPC that comes with the game, one or the other. And you have to have the ability to make sneak attacks with that character. And so usually what I do now, like I built my character as a rogue with an assassin kit, right?
Yep.
Which really does, it multiplies your damage quite a lot when you attack from ambush, right?
Yep.
And so then what I do is I use a bow, and I'll attack from ambush using some of the advantages and things that I get from making a surprise attack. And I'm usually able to do like a huge amount of damage to an enemy on the first attack. And then, you know, depending on how well I do, I'll focus the other characters in turn on attacking the same target that I attacked first, right?
Yep. Yep.
And because my character has the high dexterity, I generally speaking get to go first, right?
Yep. Yeah, I know that you had also been experimenting with a monk character in that game as well.
The monk is pretty good too, actually, surprisingly. And the reason that the monk is really good, there's a couple of things. First of all, the monk has the missile deflection ability, right? And I just talked about how bad and dangerous archers are in that game. Well, you definitely get some relief from archery when you play with a monk character.
Yep.
Because you can catch the missiles, and actually, you know, even from first level, you can avoid damage from them just by dodging or deflecting the missiles.
Yep.
But later on, you can gain a feat where you can actually send the missile back to the sender.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Return to sender.
Yeah, exactly. And that is a really good ability because it's also an extra action. It doesn't count against what you're allowed to do. And also you get, you know, and particularly melee, you get multiple attacks, and your attacks do a ton of damage too, right?
Yep.
So, you know, like you can mow through melee enemies in a big hurry. So it's good, but the thing is, though, you're a little bit weaker when it comes to the ambush type attacks, you know, like against huge enemies. Like there's one area that you can encounter fairly early on in your career, you know, like at third level even, where there's like a gigantic giant spider that has like 125 hit points, right? Like it's nuts. And it has the ability to summon little, like swarms of little spiders and that
Other
kind
nasty
of thing.
things.
But the thing that helped me get through that battle, like I was actually at a little bit higher level, a 4th or 5th level, I think. But the thing that helped me get through that battle was that my rogue character with the assassin's, you know, like ambush ability.
Yep.
Well, I was able to do like 40 or 50 points of damage to that thing on the opening attack, right? And also gadgets like alchemist fire and smoke powder bombs and that kind of thing. Those things are very damaging weapons too, right? So you have to learn to make use of some of the items that you find too, right? That are not necessarily magical. And the grease spell is pretty fun because you cast that underneath a group of opponents.
Yep.
And it penalizes their movement, and they might even fall down. And then you lob a fire bomb, like an alchemist's fire bomb, into the middle of that.
And it just ignites the grease.
They suffer the damage from the fire bomb, and then they also suffer more damage from the grease being ignited, right?
Yep.
And in fact, if you usually there'll be lingering fire burning for a few turns afterwards.
Yep.
And if you cast another grease spell into that area, well, it just ignites instantly, right?
Wow, that's really handy, actually.
Yeah.
Suddenly you've got a perfect ranged attack.
And not only that, but you can also find grease bottles, so you don't have to be a spellcaster to create an area covered in grease if you happen to have
some grease bottles
that you can throw, right?
Yep.
And the nice thing about those attacks is that, like, some of the powerful enemies that you face have such high armor protections that chances to hit them are extremely low.
Yep.
But you don't really need a chance to hit if you use grease, grease missile weapons or grease spells,
because they can't avoid the area of effect.
They can't avoid the area of effect. And if you use like alchemy fire bombs or smoke powder bombs and that kind of thing, well, those are also kind of like area effect things. You don't necessarily, wow, there's a lot of enemies there.
Yeah, there's a boss pack there.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to, like roll a successful attack. You just have to land the thing on the floor next to them, right?
Yep.
And the magic user in my party there, Gale, well, I just recently got the ability for him to cast fireball spells now. Dude.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, can't carry anymore. What are you carrying?
Basically 2 sets of equipment.
Oh, yeah, I know, but you've got some very inefficiently sorted stuff, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, now it's more like I cast fireball. Right? I cast fireball. It's the solution to everything, right?
Except it's grease spell. I cast grease spell.
Well, no, you cast the grease spell and then cast fireball.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I can't carry anymore.
Just see this guy getting dressed in a whole different suit of armor on the dungeon floor.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, just hang on for a second while I get changed, right?
Yep. No, I think at this point, if you could find like a resist all leather armor, you just go to Griswold and get him to make adjustments to it so that it could fit over top of your armor, right?
Uh-huh. Which you can't actually do in this game.
Why am I going down this way?
I don't know. Isn't the enemy the other way?
Yeah, they're the other way. I don't know why I was going down this way. I guess I was just checking to see if somebody had teleported down here or something.
Oh.
Okay, that thing is dangerous with this low armor.
What do you got there? Oh.
I have changed equipment so that I can kill this thing. That's another thing. That's part of why I keep the map up. It's because there's so much micromanagement with the switching.
Yeah.
But of course, I'd never be able to make this kind of progress if I didn't switch.
Yeah. But you know what one of the best features, speaking of not being able to carry anymore, you know what one of the best features of Baldur's Gate 3 is?
What?
You can pick items up and you can send them straight to a storage trunk in your camp.
Nice.
So, like you still have an encumbrance limit and you can't carry more than what you're allowed. But if you pick up something that you don't have an immediate use for, you don't have to pack it around with you everywhere. You can just send it to that trunk. And then when you camp for the night, you can go back and retrieve it or whatever, right?
Yep.
It's almost like a cloud storage chest kind of a thing.
Maybe that was the idea.
Yeah. Oh well, I like that anyway.
Although I guess you still need, like, the proper supplies in order to camp, right?
Yeah.
So, that's the way they probably looked at balancing it.
Well, the thing is, though, in that game, too, you pick up, like, you know how I like to pick flowers in Skyrim and stuff like that? Well, in Baldur's Gate 3, it's food items.
Yep.
You look in every crate and every barrel, and because you gotta find the sausage links or the cabbages or the
whatever else,
right? Because all of that stuff ends up getting used up for your camp supplies when you rest, right? See, now just imagine if you had a fireball spell.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna drink potions here no matter what I do, just because there's so many of them.
Yeah, there's a ton of them. Wow. You might want to think about...
They belong to this boss, Dread Judge.
Yeah, you might want to think about retreating when you get down to your last 2 or 3 potions, though.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, that guy finally died?
Well, I was trying to kill the boss, but he teleported away.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've got to repair this flail. Don't mind me while I stand here and repair my flail in the middle of combat.
Yeah.
They can't hit shit with their spell anyways.
So have you actually managed to kill the boss yet?
No, he's right there, the guy with the orange.
Oh, you need to stone curse him or something.
I mean, I could, but I might not need to. There we go. Yeah, I think I accidentally F8'd the wrong thing here. I want to F8 the spell.
I gotta pawn some of this
Quilted
stuff.
armor. He dropped quilted armor? Are you fucking kidding me? Ugh.
Yeah, wow, eh?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back through here and loot this place once we kill everything. Oh look, more healing potions. I guess I can press onwards for a while yet anyways.
Well, it looks like you got their numbers thinned out a little bit now.
Yeah, well, I can mow through them pretty quick because I'm immune to their attacks, but because I have to switch equipment, every time I see drakes, I have to walk backwards all the way over the fuck to here and change to my other armor, right? And my other weapon, too, because the drakes are hard enough to hit that I have to. Yeah, here they come. Just gonna drink that preemptively. Because it's a partial and not a full, right? We'll equip that in case there's a rogue mage. Kind of hovering around. But there's not, instead there's this guy. Basically what I'm doing is I'm going between like 25 resist all and like 44 resist all while I'm scouting. And then I max out my resistances with that resistance armor in order to actually kill the mages. But first we'll kind of walk in here and draw out all the drakes.
Which seems like a recurring theme.
Yeah, basically the strategy for this level is draw out the drakes and kill the mages afterwards. The drakes are more dangerous than the mages. By a fair bit. Mainly just because we lack the armor still. I mean, we have better armor now, it's sufficient. But it's still not great. It's enough that I could turn my back and walk away from these things and not get totally stun locked like I did on the last floor when I tried that. Of course, usually when you're trying to get away from something, like walk away from it, you've probably already made a tactical error by letting it get too close to you anyways. But you know, it is what it is. And if I pull like 3 or more drakes, I'll just walk back to that entryway again. It's kind of slow, but it's safe. It's a safe way to not die. Sometimes drakes get stuck. They're not the smartest things in the world. Regular gothic plate. I mean, see, stuff like that will sell though, right?
Yeah.
It is worth picking up, not because it's not because it's magic, because it's not. Ow. See, even just switching the shield makes me low enough armor, 160 versus 180, is the difference between being able to walk away from those guys safely and almost getting killed by them.
Oh.
20 armor points makes that small of a difference. Or that large of a difference. But I think I've been pretty efficient with my supplies. I mean, I went in here with an inventory of mana potions and one belt of healing potions, and I've still got half a belt. That guy's gonna be an asshole. I'll draw the drakes up around this corner then. See, the charge bolts hurt quite a bit more when you don't have the proper resists.
Yep.
For them. So that's why we do all this switching. 2 sets of gear isn't ideal, but you can at least make it through the dungeon with it, if you have to. And this is how you'd fight mixed enemy types, right? It's a little more difficult if they were succubi, because succubi will follow you. And that's really bad. Mages won't follow you. If this was succubi, we'd be burning through potions.
Oh, there's one more.
I'm sure there's quite a few more. I haven't even gotten all the way into that corner yet. But once I get all them cleared out, then the mages will be easy. Guy can't even hit me at point blank range. Thinking about getting rid of this guy. Just because he's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, he's making it difficult for you to employ your tactics, right?
We'll just get rid of the stragglers.
Yeah, you don't have to corner them with that weapon, right?
That's
It
right,
swings
because-
fast enough that you can stun lock them.
That's right, and they can't teleport away. Okay, here we go. Up into the top corner of this room. Are there any more drakes? No? We'll go down here. There's a couple more down here. Just in time on the armor switch there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot to switch weapons, though. Huh. Yeah, see, I spend so much time looking at my inventory screen, I don't even realize when the map is up and when it's not.
Well, when you have to keep switching equipment that much, then,
It becomes inventory screen simulator.
yeah.
Yeah.
Must be almost time to go to town now.
Ah, we're fine. We've completed like 3/4 of this level now. So isn't this a lot nicer than fighting those stupid dogs and knights? So much nicer. I far prefer magic levels, because it's so much easier to get the resistance that you need than it is to get the armor class that you need. Anything else in this area that I missed? Or are we moving on to the last quarter of a level? We're moving on to the last quarter of the level. This is literally the same fucking layout as the previous floor. That is so rare, you know that? I wonder why. Why is it the same layout? Maybe there's like a minor variation that I'm not picking up here. There might be, but...
Well, if each floor is random and it's chosen from a random set of tile layouts, probably, right?
Well, I'm not sure how the tile layouts are actually generated. I know that there's like fixed room shapes that can be generated. And so the room shapes that are generated determine largely what the level looks like, and then they just generate random hallways to connect the rest of the level, right? And that's how that works. So they generate the rooms first, and they generate the hallways second. I hope level 15 is all spellcasters, though. Especially because succubi can spawn on that level, and that's really nasty, trying to deal with succubi and melee enemies. So I hope we just get all spellcasters. Which is something that a warrior doesn't normally hope for, is an all spellcaster level. But it would be easier for us. Oh, we've connected down to this area, so...
You got nothing but mages left now, hey?
Oh, shit. Ooh.
You got caught by surprise.
And I'm lucky he didn't hit me, too, because my armor class was ridiculously low.
Yeah.
I think they have, like, a 5% chance to miss. So that was, like, a 5% chance to miss situation there. Just to give you an idea how lucky that was. I wouldn't have liked fighting that guy with the mace equipped, either. It would have sucked. We're getting really close to a level up here, finally. We might even level up on this floor. Okay, you see all that? We're not doing that.
You're gonna have to go back to town. You don't have enough potions.
Depends on if I can fight them one-on-one. We're near our 1v1 area again.
Or it might be unwise to get yourself into a corner with only one potion left.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
No, it'll be tactically unsound.
We're just being cheap, okay?
It'll be so cheap. You got more money than you'll ever be able to spend.
Fine. Fine, fine.
You don't even have to buy any more magic potions because you've already got lots of them.
I guess I could identify this one random bow. Oh, we've just found out that Lazarus exists.
While I did not allow myself to believe the ancient legends, I cannot deny them now. Perhaps
Oh no,
the
we figure
time
out that
has
he's
come.
Cain, Deckard Cain, and that we're up against Diablo.
my friend.
That's what that is.
Stay a while and listen.
Even though I haven't been down to level 15 yet, he's not supposed to say that until you grab Lazarus' staff in the single-player game.
Well, what can I do
But I
for
guess
you?
in this game, he's going to say it to me on level 14 for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, you don't even encounter Lazarus
Till
in the
level
same
15.
way either.
Yeah, and he's on level 15, not this level.
Yeah.
So we got a bow of accuracy. It's worthless junk, so we're going to sell it.
Well,
What does Griswold
what can
have
I
for
do
sale
for you?
anyways? I forgot to check at the start of this session. Helm of Precision plus 17 Dexterity, AC 60. That might be interesting. Garnet Mail of the Tiger. That might mean that we only need to switch one piece of equipment on level 16, but the problem is I can't afford it.
See, that's the thing, right? All the good stuff costs a stupid amount of money, right?
Alright, so I have this Crown of Precision. What armor class is it? It's armor class 12, so that Helm of Precision is actually garbage. So that's good to know. We gotta drop some piles of gold. See, and imagine how much money I'm gonna get when I actually sell all those items that I left on the floor down there. Because we actually have a lot of items on the floor down there still.
What ails you, my friend?
I just can't pick them all up. Oh yeah, I totally forgot to zoom you in there over there, didn't I?
That's quite alright. I can see just fine. I'm looking at your big screen there anyway.
Oh, okay, so you prefer watching this screen?
Well, it works fine.
Fair enough, fair enough. Oh yeah, I'm fighting drakes, so I need to keep my good stuff out.
We're fighting drakes today.
We're fighting drakes today. The mana potion will be useful if I can find another, because I'll have to drink 2 or 3 of them for it to work. Yeah, I guess I'll take it with me. I'll take it with me.
Yeah, you just have to make sure you got a town portal scroll.
I do. And I've got a town portal spell.
Okay.
And a healing spell. Hello, Drake. Yeah, there's a Book of Elemental there that I need to sell too, because Elemental's kind of a hokey, not so good spell. It's not bad, but Fireball is better, and a lower level spell. So like, it's a more trivial spell to learn, and it's better because it's bugged. So it does more damage than it's supposed to.
Fireball is the solution to everything?
Yep. Especially as a sorcerer. The sorcerer just wishes that he could side himself with the paladin from Diablo 2, because the paladin from Diablo 2 is capable of breaking the magic resistance on monsters. And so you can hit monsters with any type of magic attack because of that. So now I'm gonna have to drop that mana potion anyways. I guess we saved 150 gold from not having to buy a mana potion from Adria.
Yep.
Whoa, 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 that's a lot of guys.
Run for your life.
Yeah, that's a lot of guys.
Yeah.
There must be all of them spawned in the top right-hand corner, and all the mages spawned in the top left. So we'll just kind of draw them down here. It's safer, right? It's just safer to fight them one-on-one here, and I can force it one-on-one without having to maneuver or do weird things. I can just brain dead and 1v1 down here. Of course, that means we get a really good look at this wall.
Yep.
And the, like, boiling blood lava inside of it. I don't know if that's blood or lava. I mean, we're in hell, so maybe it's a mixture of both. Because it doesn't look like the lava in the caves, right? So I think it's blood, probably. The walls are filled with blood.
I gotta pawn some of this stuff.
Can't carry anymore.
Yeah, but it's not worth picking up. But I'll pick up my mana potion again. Oh yeah, there's still that healing potion back there at the entrance. That I forgot about.
Yeah, but you can't pick it up anyway.
No, but I could have avoided going back to town. Oh, okay, we've got another one of these guys again.
Why would you want to avoid going back to town anyway?
Because who the fuck wants to go back to town?
You had to go back eventually anyway.
Going back to town sucks, okay? You don't want to go back to town. Town is lame. There are a bunch of losers there. They don't even know how to swing a sword.
Or shoot a bow.
Or shoot a bow. But for sure, swing a sword.
Wow, while you're switching there, you're getting the poop beaten out of you.
I'm also getting snuck up on by a drake.
Yeah.
Didn't feel like switching everything. I was already mostly prepared for these guys when that guy came along. Oh, and then now this guy's teleported out of the room. See, they journey around the fucking level, right? And that can be really annoying, because you can lose track of them, and then you can be walking through a level that you thought you cleared, and you run into one or two of these guys.
Wow, that guy's just banging away on your shield while you're switching stuff around.
Well, good thing, because I'm not actually looking at the screen when I'm doing that either. I can't. I have to look at what I'm doing over here, right?
Oh, geez. What happened there?
I don't have my shield. Because I need the magic resistance. That's why I tell you, though, that the drakes are more dangerous, right?
Yeah.
It's okay, at least we didn't have an embarrassing incident.
Yeah, you don't save very often either, so that would have been kind of rough, too.
Well, that's because I can't save, because it's multiplayer. So I would have had to respawn back in town without any of my equipment and come back down and fight all these guys. To get my equipment back. That would have been fun.
Guess that's why it's a good idea to keep a stockpile of spare equipment down, eh?
I mean, yeah, you could do that, although it's you're probably not going to have the equipment you need to survive. So it doesn't really matter that way. So we're going to go for more strength. Because we need more strength. And now we do a base damage of 57. If we can get 3 more points of damage, we can stun lock every single enemy in the game.
Yes, but that won't be until the next playthrough anyway, because it'll probably take you that long to gain another level.
Well, I'm hoping to get to level 30 before the next playthrough, or else I'm going to have to release a grinding episode where I level up to level 30 in order to start Hell difficulty. So you actually have to be level 30 to start Hell difficulty. But at least we have our offense all handled here. Right, we hit hard enough to kill things. And then even with the flail, my damage drops a little bit, but I need a weapon like this in order to boost my damage anyways. Actually, that does give me plus 25 strength, mind you. So that might be part of why. So at 50 points of damage a punch, basically, we're almost at 50 points of damage a punch. So we need more strength yet. We need like 40 more points of strength. You can never have too much strength. The warrior's just going like this with the steroid needles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Any more drakes over here? See, this area always seems to be empty when I come into it, and I wonder if the drakes are all sitting there. Maybe. And then they're the ones that follow you out, right?
Yeah,
so
they all come swarming out after you.
Use the infravision just to see if there are any drakes. There's one. Just the one. But yeah, you don't fuck around with these drakes. They're so deadly. Although nowhere near as deadly as the enemies we had last floor. The enemies we had last floor were actually worse. This is an easier floor overall. Well, I think that's going to be all the enemies on the floor. Now I just need to go and pick up all the crap they dropped. Because I didn't pick up and sell anything this level, right?
Yeah. Well, that one took you a little less time. You're just a few minutes under an hour here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll pick up some of these items that they dropped and portal back to town here. And I can drop my secondary set of equipment here again. So that I can have room to pick all this crap up. I told you that mana potion would come in handy. Drop that crap. We'll drop... What is this? Fine Staff Firewall? We're gonna take that and throw it over here. It's not that useful right now.
Yeah. But essentially you're still looking at about an hour for a level now.
Yeah, well...
Even ones that go well.
I suppose that just is how it's gonna be. There's not much I can do about that. So, let's see here. Loot time. Shall we see what we got? Studded leather armor, that's trash. Axe, that's trash. Saber, that's trash. There's the Staff of Stupid over here. And I know there was a couple of suits of plate that dropped. There was another Staff of Stupid in one of these corners. Oh, what's this? Another large axe. I mean, large axes sell for an okay amount of money, but it's nothing special. There's the other Staff of Stupid. A War Staff of Stupid. So we've got a short Staff of Stupid and a War Staff of Stupid. And I accidentally picked up that stupid studded leather armor.
Oh, do those staffs actually sell for enough to make it worthwhile to pick them up?
They might if they have a good enchantment on them.
Oh, I see. So they're actually magical items then. You just don't know what they are.
Well, but they don't have a spell attached to them, though.
Oh.
That would be the big thing, is they don't have a spell attached. Ooh, decapitated body I forgot to loot. Who had magic full plate mail. Maybe that's what we need.
Ooh, yeah, that could be the one thing that you missed, right?
Yep. See, it was worth it coming back through here. I know that it seems kind of boring to keep all this stuff waiting until the end, but with carrying around 2 sets of equipment, it just wasn't efficient to go and loot everything while I was doing it, right? So it's just better to do it this way now. Gothic plate, that'll sell. Full plate mail. That's town trip number 1. Let's see what that full plate mail is. Let's hope it's like awesome full plate mail. We'll be set for hell difficulty.
Yeah. Identify. It's awesome full plate mail.
Yeah, it is!
Awesome. Oh, that is actually a thing, is it?
That is a thing, yeah.
Wow, okay.
So there you go. We got an armor upgrade out of it.
Wow.
Again, and this one is of the stars, so it's plus 11 to all attributes. That's going to increase my dexterity, too.
Wow.
And it's going to increase my health and my strength. Look at that. With that on, I do 60 points of damage. I also have 201 strength now. And enough dexterity for perfect block. Wow, that was like the best possible find we could have found. That's amazing. That is so hard to find. And we have 217 armor. That's insufficient for hell difficulty, but enough to barely survive, just barely. So we're set for hell difficulty now. At least so far.
At least to start.
At least to start. We can sell full plate mail. It's awesome plate.
So what's next at then? Super duper awesome or something?
Yeah, we're gonna get some super duper awesome.
Yeah.
No, it would be godly. But I don't think you can find that on full plate mail. The main disadvantage here is this full plate mail dropped with an armor of 63. It can drop with a possible maximum of an armor of 70.
Oh.
And I think awesome, I can't remember if awesome can go up to 150%. So we could get 70 AC and plus 150% armor. This is 63 and plus 132. So it's not the best of the best. No, I think 150 is holy. No, I can't remember. But yeah, you get the idea, right? Like, it could have been a better drop, but it's definitely not a bad drop.
Yeah, so what are you doing with those staffs?
Well, I'm gonna have to go and sell them. Oh yeah, I didn't even finish identifying them.
Yeah.
Fastest attack and staff of sorcery. So those are gonna go and get sold to Adria. Because we've already got better items than that. And just like that, we're building up the gold pile. This is how much money I actually made doing that level. Right? You don't know it when I'm not coming back to town and I'm not, like, selling things and stuff. But that's how much I actually made. And of course, that armor is going to be impossibly expensive to repair, so we're just not going to do that.
Because it's not actually the final set of armor in the game.
That's right. We could always get something better. And we can afford an elixir of strength. We're going to do that. We're going to pick up some gold here. Buy those elixirs of magic. I should have been checking Adria every single time I came back to town, because I think she restocks every time you come back. But, oh well. I guess I'm being suboptimal here. I think maybe we'll leave that gold there and I'll take a hike over to Wirt just to see what he has.
He doesn't have anything.
He might have a weapon for us. We could still use a better weapon because this knight's sword is really not good enough for hell difficulty.
You know, like what, a pea shooter of the stars or something?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I would take like a king's dagger right now.
A king's slingshot?
Yep. Well, it would have like plus 200% chance to hit on it, right? It's not that much. I think king's is like plus 98% chance to hit a boat and plus like 150% damage. But with kings, we'd basically be able to kill everything. So what do you have, Wirt?
Over here.
Rags of Osmosis. Well, that's really not all that great, because subtracting enemy damage doesn't mean much when enemies can do up to 150 points of damage on hell. Because you'll never be high enough level to avoid stun lock. Because you can only max out at level 50, which means you'd have to take 50 points or less in order to avoid stun lock, and then you can max out, I think, at like, I don't know, minus 25 points of damage or something. It's just not worth it. Now, that might be a nice stand-in for magic resistance. I don't know. I guess you could experiment with that, because a lot of spells do less damage than that. But I think it's better to just have the magic resistance. So now what was I looking for? I guess maybe if you had enough magic resistance to reduce the damage, and then you had the minus damage from enemies too.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
That would probably do well for you. A Jade Sword Precision. That's lame. It's a two-handed sword. It's not usable. Anytime you see a two-handed sword, it basically isn't usable. Because you need so many other equipment requirements in order to use that stuff effectively. So we'll go back down and we'll check and see if there's anything else to loot.
Did you go to see... Oh yeah, you went to see Adria, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna...
I'm half asleep here, so I didn't notice.
Oh, you didn't notice me sell all the staves to her and buy the elixirs? Oh well. I picked up a cloak. That's probably not worth it. Oh look, a mana potion that I missed. It might only be worthless items left now.
Well, maybe.
Well, we have one more corner to check, and then we'll know, for sure, that it's just worthless items left.
You picked up a cape.
Yeah, that stupid cloak. Yeah, small shield. I think it's just
Be like
worthless items left.
Batman's cape.
Ah! If only.
Resist all 100% plus 500 armor.
If only. If only. Yeah, I think that's it. It's just those stupid large axes back there. So I guess I'll grab a couple of those and go back to town again. Check Adria, buy some elixirs. Doing the bookkeeping thing.
Yep.
Okay, well. Large axe. There's another large axe over here. Oh, it's just an axe, not even a large axe. Axe, saber. Just crap. It's just all crap now.
Hardly even worth the trouble.
Oh, wait. There's a long warbow.
That you can't pick up.
Well, I can pick it up because that cloak is not worth a lot. And then there's this healing potion over here. Let's not forget that.
And then you want to put your town portal by the downstairs so that you don't have to spend the first 10 minutes looking for it next time.
That's right. There's two things I forgot. There's this Book of Elemental here, which will sell for a lot of money. And then there's also these barrels that we've been broken. And there wasn't a damn thing in any of them.
Magic barrels of fortressing.
Yeah, basically. That's what they served their purpose as. I think the only thing we got magic is that long warbow. which I can use because of the fucking armor and dexterity boosts and everything that I
Hello, my
have.
friend. Stay a
But it's not...
while and listen.
I can't hit anything with it. Unless it has a
What can I
chance
do
to
for
hit
you?
boost, I can't hit anything with it. So we'll sell the saber, sell the axe. See, large axes sell for 187. I guess that's okay. It's like one potion. One large axe is one potion. We'll sell the bow of vigor that we picked up. It's another 5 grand. We'll keep that with us because we'll walk over to Adria. And actually, yeah, the stars is good too, because now I think I can survive a hell difficulty hit from Diablo, which maxes out at like 250 points of damage a hit.
Yeah, the last 2 times you faced him, though, he never even got a hit on you.
Well, the last single time. Oh, I guess that, yeah, the last 2 times, because we also did our playthrough, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, he's pretty easy on normal difficulty. What do they get for books? Nothing useful. Staves?
Book of Nothing Useful cost 100,000 gold.
Yeah, literally, like, none of this stuff is useful.
That's just like in Dragon Age 3. There's this one shop that you go to in the capital of Orlais, right?
Yep.
And you're talking to this snooty merchant who says, I have this object for sale, and he names like an absolutely stupid price for it, right? Like all the gold in the world, just about.
Yep.
And you ask him, isn't it a little bit overpriced? And he says, no, like the value of an object is relative to its rarity. So this object is not overpriced, it is merely priced. And I bought it one time just to see what it was, and it wasn't anything, right? Like it was just a big fat nothing burger for like, you know, 10,000 gold pieces or something stupid like that, right?
Well, that's hardly any surprise. Alright, well, I think that'll be episode here, just about. I'm gonna pick up my secondary set of equipment again, because I might need it for the next level.
And then you'll be positioned next to the stairs and ready to go, hey?
Well, as only if we record this again right away. If we don't record this again right away, I'll probably actually shut this computer off and rejoin the game later, because I still have that compact laptop holding everything open.
Yeah, you still have to prepare this video too, because it has to go up pretty soon, actually.
That's right, yeah. We usually try to record everything on the weekends.
Yeah,
but
we missed out on this one because it was busy.
Yeah, and we just had other things that we were doing. I think we got everything but this one. We just forgot about it.
Yeah.
So I guess it is what it is. I think I've got everything here. I'm going to give my armor, my new armor, a preemptive repair, just so that I remember to maintain it. That'll make everybody in the comments freak out. They just destroyed a perfect set of armor.
Yep.
I don't care, though.
Because you're too cheap to spend a few gold pieces with Griswold.
Oh man, it would probably take almost half the gold I have laying on town here to repair it.
Really?
It would be so fucking expensive.
That's why you DIY it, eh?
That's why I DIY it, yeah, for everything. You're going to get through the game before you break your equipment if you just DIY it.
Yeah.
So we're level 29 now. We do tremendous damage. We need to boost our chance to hit still. We need more chance to hit. We need more armor class. I can deal with the lack of resistances with the secondary set of equipment. But what we're really looking at is we just really, really need more chance to hit. We need to get like 190% chance to hit.
Wow.
So yeah, and ideally we'd get close to 200, as close to 250 armor class as possible. 230 would be acceptable.
Well, good luck with that.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna need the luck. I think the best place to find it would be if we were to find a better helmet. So instead of Saintly, if we could get an awesome helm, that would be the armor class that we would need. And as for a weapon, Mithril or Kings. Or Champions, but I don't think Champions can appear in the shop, and it can't appear in vanilla games. It can only appear in, like, Wirt's shop.
I see.
And that's it. Wirt's the only one who sells Champions, I think.
Okay.
So that's it. I think that's episode.
Well, I guess next time around it'll be what, level 15?
Level 15, we'll be killing Lazarus.
See, I kind of figured it'd be 1 level per episode now, because your pace is slowed to a crawl.
Yeah, it really has. Especially when you get the mixed enemy types like that, and you have to separate them out.
Yeah.
You know, but I could clear out the mages really fast, so if we get a magic level, I probably could clear that in like half an hour.
Oh, well, I guess we'll find out next time.
Until then,
I'm Sandman99.
and I'm RecV5. Have a good one.